Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're giving you our 10 Nintendo DS games still worth playing. The Nintendo DS may be long gone, as well as the 3DS, rest in peace, but these games will forever remain timeless in our hearts. What's your favorite DS game? Let us know down in the comments. Before we begin, we publish new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Pokemon Platinum. They always seem to make the third Pokemon games better than the two that launched next to each other. When Platinum launched 2 years after Diamond and Pearl, it managed to come with more new features than just bringing back the Battle Frontier. Firstly, there was the new Distortion World, the twisted realm that houses the terrifying Giratina and forces you to traverse walls and ceilings. But the biggest draw was the new slew of legendary Pokemon to find, such as Rotom, Shaman, the elemental birds Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, and the colossal trio of Regice, Regirock, and Registeel. Catching them all became a taller order here, and it was one we were willing to tackle. Animal Crossing Wild World. Though you would be better off just playing New Horizons today, the hardcore Animal Crossing fan would be doing themselves an injustice by skipping over Wild World. No, it doesn't do much differently than the other games, but what made it so special at the time was the customization and connectivity. Thanks to the touchscreen, players could design their own patterns for clothes with greater accuracy, assuming you had decent drawing skills, of course. Plus, being able to visit our friends' villages was a neat idea that we're glad has carried on through later installments. Kirby Canvas Curse. We gotta give Canvas Curse its due. This is a remarkable spin-off for the franchise because of how unique its ideas were. Using the stylus, players could guide Kirby through levels by drawing rainbow lines for him to dash across, and you can even use these lines to protect him from enemies. It might be a tad hard to grasp at first, but once you get a handle on how to move Kirby around and all the maneuvers you can pull off, Canvas Curse becomes a pleasant showcase of all the cool things you can do with the DS's touchscreen. The legendary Starfy. Starfy has long been another name on the list of Nintendo's quickly forgotten characters and games, left in the bin to rot with Chibi Robo, Codename Steam, and many others. But the legendary Starfy is a cutesy platformer that is well worth your time if you love the DS. Simply put, it's the charm and personality that won us over here. All you need to focus on here are the fun ideas put forth through the level design and minigames, which is a basic approach few games seem to embrace these days. On top of that, Starfy actually has some legitimately funny writing going on, so why not give this game a shot? Plus, look at this, the characters all have like Muppet mouths. Mario Kart DS. Of the few handheld Mario Karts we've had, Mario Kart DS reigned supreme, and for good reason. First, you had the 16 new courses and 16 remade courses from older games that created an excellent compilation of the franchise's best tracks at the time. Then you had a solid roster that featured secret characters like Drybones, Daisy, Waluigi, and Rob? You mean the Rob from the NES days? Alright, that's weird. It's cool, but weird. Then there was the Mission Mode, which presented a variety of challenges across different tracks, including boss battles. But the main reason we love this game? The connectivity. Being able to race with our friends on our own systems was a blast and often worked well. The best part was that even if someone didn't have the game, they could still join the races through DS Download Play as a shy guy, letting anyone with a DS join in on the fun. Rhythm Heaven. Ah, Rhythm Heaven, the Samba de Amigo to Nintendo's Sega, and also often overshadowed by other games. As the first in this rarely seen Nintendo franchise, Rhythm Heaven immediately hits the ground running with its tasty beats and flexible controls. Even though most of the game is just you tapping and flicking, the animations let you feel the impact of timing your beats right. and with minigames only lasting a minute or two, it was easy to replay the same songs several times over as we aimed to nab every gold medal.
Focus, focus. Then you and I would be together for all time.
Star Fox Command. While Star Fox struggled to retain its identity on home consoles, Fox & Company went back to basics on DS. Well, sort of. Star Fox Command attempted to blend the gameplay of 64 with your typical strategy game by allowing you to command, pardon the pun, fleets of ships. In addition to the standard R-Wing, which Fox pilots, you could control other characters and their special ships to defend the Great Fox from your adversaries and complete missions. Overall, it was an excellent evolution for the franchise, and one that Nintendo probably should have moved forward with. Besides, no other Star Fox game has let you make your own gibberish speech for the characters. That's asking for trouble. Metroid Prime Hunters. A Metroid Prime made for handheld sounds like a bad idea from the get-go, especially for something as limited as the DS. On the contrary, what we got was an FPS that was equally as terrifying and thrilling as its home console brethren. In addition to exploring multiple planets rather than just one, Hunters also allowed players to take control of other bounty hunters besides Samus, all of which bring their own weapons and abilities that change the way you play. And just like Mario Kart DS, the multiplayer aspect was refined to the nth degree for solid arcadey fun. Mario and Luigi: Bowser's Inside Story. Just as we saw with the Game Boy Advance, the Nintendo DS saw a wealth of titles for RPG fans. However, none reached the same level as Bowser's Inside Story. We aren't just saying this because, oh, you get to play as Bowser. There is a level of interactivity and intrigue in how the puzzles and combat are designed, and you can see it as you try to figure out how various elements can affect Bowser, whether that be in the outside world or something going on with his insides. It creates some brilliant boss fights and puzzles, making it an incredible RPG everybody should play, whether it's the original or the 3DS remake. The Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass. Even though we would have loved for the follow-up to Wind Waker be on a home console, the Phantom Hourglass showed that it could be just as brilliant on a handheld. The sailing was just as joyous between the calm moments, fishing, and occasional naval wear. It was also interesting to play a Zelda game centered on one massive and complex dungeon rather than the same themed dungeons we had seen in previous games. Here's hoping this title won't be stranded on the DS for long after the Wii U Virtual Console vanishes. Remake for Switch, please? Did you enjoy this video? Check out some of our other videos here on MojoPlays, and don't forget to subscribe for more great stuff every day.